Hey everyone, how's it going? Today we're going to be going over and showing you how to install the Rhino Rack Vortex Aero Crossbar system here on our 2022 GMC Acadia. Now if you ask me, it looks really nice. This particular setup here looks very sleek on the vehicle. It doesn't stick up too far and there isn't a ton of overhang. Adding your roof rack to your Acadia, it's going to be an excellent option because it's going to make your vehicle that much more versatile. There are a ton of different things we could throw up on the roof here with our crossbars. Whether we wanted to free up some space inside the vehicle, we could easily attach either a cargo box to protect our items from the elements or just simply a cargo basket if we didn't mind if things got wet. And then we could obviously hit the water by throwing a couple kayaks up here or hitting the trails by throwing a couple bikes up here. The possibilities really are endless. This system does utilize what are known as arrow-shaped crossbars. So there's all different kinds of crossbar shapes on the market. We have round, we have square, we have a hybrid between those, and then we have the arrow. The arrow bars, in my opinion, are best. They not only look great on the vehicle, they're really going to cut down on that drag and really just slice through that wind, giving us the least possible drag. Therefore, we're not affecting our miles per gallon, and they're also going to be most compatible with all of our different rooftop mounted accessories. So the first step of your installation, you're going to take your crossbar here and you're going to remove your end caps. So there's actually a key that comes in your kit here that allows you to unlock them, and once you unlock them, they just simply pull straight out. So once we have the end caps removed, we're going to go ahead and slide on our mounting feet. They're just going to simply line up with the track there. It's very easy. Just line it up and slide them on just like that. We're going to do that on each side. And then we're going to install all of our rubber channeling. You can see in the top here, we have these rubber channels that Rhino Rack likes to use. You're just going to simply press those into this top rail here, and then you can cut them to fit your exact application. But once we've done that, we're ready to go ahead and set this on the vehicle here. If you want, you can kind of space out the clamps so they can grab onto the side rails a little bit easier. And we can also roughly position them to line up better before we place it on the roof of the vehicle. Make sure we have our Rhino Rack sticker facing forward, but we can go ahead and just set them onto the vehicle. Now, this vehicle does have raised cross rails, and there's actually mounting points on the insides of these cross rails here, which are where the factory crossbars secure. So I recommend just placing your mounting feet between those factory mounting holes there. There's going to be some at the rear and the front, and so long as you're lined up with both of them, you're going to get the best crossbar spread possible. But now once we have it into position here, we need to take a tape measure, and number one, we just want to make sure that our crossbars are square. So we're going to be measuring from a reference point here to the outside edge of the mounting feet. Just make sure that's the same on both sides. And we're also going to be measuring from the end of the bar to the outside of the foot, so the overhang is the same on both sides. Now we're going to take our tightening tool here, and we're going to begin alternate tightening down that Allen bolt. It's sort of in the channel there of our crossbar. So we're going to jump back and forth, and we're going to alternate tightening this down. And basically this is just going to be closing the clamps on our mounting feet to grab onto the bar. Now there is a torque spec for these. You can see how there's a little tail on this tool. So when we're tightening it and we have it tight enough, that's going to straighten out, and that's basically our torque spec. So let's go ahead and tighten these down now. Once we have them all tight, we can go ahead and take our end caps here, just go ahead and slide them into the rails. Pretty easy. And now we actually need to lock these in place. So we'll take that tool that we showed you earlier, we'll insert it into the end cap and then just simply turn it up to lock it in place. Now we need to do that on the other side as well. You should have some extra channel covers that you can use to fill in this slot here between the end of the crossbar and where it mounts on our mounting feet. So go ahead and measure that out, cut it, and then just simply press it into that channel there to provide some coverage. We've got one crossbar installed. We're just going to repeat those same few steps on our other one. Keep in mind, we're going to be lining that up with the factory holes there into the raised side rail for the front one. And that's going to do it today for our look and installation of the Rhino Rack Vortex Aero Crossbar system here on a 2022 GMC Acadia.